give it a lot of air and porosity and water. Hi, I'm miltonchang of Bonsaiheirloom, and today what I'll do is I'll do the beginning of a Trident Maple forest. It's amazing that these are the cuttings I took about 10 weeks ago, 8 to 10 weeks ago, from my 25-year-old Formosan bonsai, which I think everybody loved with a big base, and also from the sumo, which is the same tree really. So the nice thing about this Formosan variety is the leaves are glossier and thicker, and when it comes out in the summertime, it's really actually quite red, and then it stays longer without burning in the fall. So I'll begin the process of developing a forest, and looks like there's maybe about 25 trees here, but I'll divide it into 3 pieces, into 3 5-gallon pots for it to grow further before I combine them in a pot. So that will be a follow-on video, maybe April, because the leaves will come out, and maybe a little bit before April, before the leaves come out. So I'll show you the progress and the process of creating a forest. The reason why I plant it in separate pots is that easier to manage, and then I can play with it to put the 3 together in an oval pot, and that will be really a very quick 15, 25, or whatever odd number of trees. The reason why the forest need to be odd number, the tree need to be odd number, is that generally it's easier to have asymmetry when the number is not even, and so that you have a room to create bigger, taller tree here, there. And so that's what I'll do. So let me take this out to take a study at it. And you can see roots are everywhere. What I did is I put some soil underneath of it for the roots to grow into, to grow faster. I don't think it's necessary. But what I used at that time was more perlite and peat moss. I think from now on I'll use perlite and vermiculite, half-half, and that will do well. But both are fine. I think peat moss is fine, so long as you give it a lot of air and porosity and water, and they should do just fine. So let me separate them, because ultimately they are going to be individual trees. Just imagine, just cutting from one bonsai demonstration, I got this many trees. And you can see this one hardly have any roots, whereas this one has a lot. So you select a little bit carefully then put the rest of it back. So I just separate them, pull them apart. Looks like here's 5 approximately. That's 10, 15, 20, about 25. So let me pick the ones with healthier roots. You can see the cutting was cut here, and then the buds below start to shoot out, and that's the tree. But there's a little kink. It's not a straight forest tree; it should be straight. But in time, this will heal over to make it look like straight. And especially if you let this grow a little bit to kind of a double trunk, you can well imagine this tree. This grows up to be branching here, and this branching here. It will be a nice part of the forest. And so I picked trees of different sizes. Let's say 5 per pot. So maybe a little bit more. Yeah, 5 or 6 or 7. That doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one's a little too small. Okay, so here are 7 trees, and I have a pot of soil here, and let me use some of this soil because that's very loose, easy for the roots to develop. And the bottom is the regular potting soil. So I put in the first one. It doesn't have to be the roots have to be very careful because they will spread out on their own. So here's a single trunk, And here's a one that's nearby that can become double trunk. And so that will be an interesting variety. You want to create variations because you don't want every tree in the forest to look, you want it to be uniform but not look alike. So that's a kind of the balanced middle ground balance. And then you want to space differently at different angle, different position, different distance, so that they don't look to look natural. So there are some big, some tall, some old. Now this is a big problem because you can see it's quite twisted. But let's say if I cut off here, this one will shoot out pretty straight. But let me have a little variation by planting this on the side so that you can see when the tree seeks light at the edge of the forest, they can be reaching out into the light. So that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just cover the tree with the soil. Okay, so that's one part of my forest. I'll be right back. So I have put 7 of these trees together, and I think I'll put these in 2 different pots. And then so we have 3 fairly full. In fact, I can put a few more in here because there's plenty of room. We can always thin it out later. And then in about, I would say about April, this will be growing nicely. But you can see the forest, leaves in the trees in the forest, and we'll redo it. And for example, I pointed out, so this one you can see the angle is too far, too slanted. Whereas there's a bud there, right? This one cannot be part of a forest because in a forest, most trees are going straight up. Although I can make this a side branch, a tree going up with a side branch, that's fine too, but I rather prefer all of them look fairly tall. So I just break it, see? Fairly uneven break so that when it heals, the shari will look nice. And so this will have a very straight trunk going forward, upwards, and then that will be part of the forest. And the same thing here, actually, but let me wait until later. But for the sake of demonstration, I will quickly wire this tree. So I'll wire this trunk to make it straight, so when it heals, eventually the little kink will disappear to appear to be a very straight tree. In fact, take it out and do it outside of the pot. So this is the tree, and I try to make it go straight. So I'll start a little bit below, as well all wiring do. You can see this is fairly straight, except there's a little kink. But what happens when this grows thick, you don't see it. So this is a straight tree, even though it started as a kink. And alternative, as I said, is I can cut this one off and this will come up pretty straight. So that's how you get a straight forest. Okay? And this wire is on it. I would not let it on for more than a month or so. Given this is winter, it may be 2 months because I really don't want to eat it in the trunk. And in 2 months, for sure, it will keep the trunk tree straight. It gets holds in place very quickly. So today what I did is I took these cuttings, which I did about 10 weeks ago, grew enormous amount, and I divided up and planted maybe about 10 trees here. And this one is really totally off. So I just break it. And I planted about 10 of these cuttings here. And I'll plant these in the 2 separate 5-gallon pots or 3-gallon pots and put them together. Well, I'll work on them again in April, March, April, but I'll probably put them together next fall because then they will be in pretty good size and pretty good design to know what the finished tree forest would look like. It will be a very nice, about 20 tree forest. So you can see it's that easy. And I will go through the process of pot selection and so forth with you next time. So with that in mind, then I hope you find this video informative. Like it if you found it useful, and to subscribe to our channel, and so that we can notify you of any new video posting. So I hope you'll tune in. Thank you very much. See you next time.